Welcome to the WGI Color Guard Informational Hub. This is our new project trying to get information into the hands of the instructor community. Let me start with one important factor. Items will be added throughout the season all the way up to championship, so it's important to check back to this site. Let's talk about a couple of the things you'll find. You'll find changes for the 2025 season in the video series, What's New in 25. These are Dale's videos covering any rule and procedural changes. You'll also see some reminder videos from me of items that bring questions every year, including things like review and reclassifications, competition suite show statements, and some new general items like safety and compatibility. If you have a subject that you think needs covering, I'm happy to create the content for it if it feels it might help a large portion of the community. Just shoot me an email and I'll do my best in my windows of time. You'll also see some important informational items from the office, including instructors' code of conduct, WGI policy manual, and other items important to instructor knowledge concerning WGI participation. What's new that is not typically shared with instructors is all of the communication and training items for our WGI roster of judges. You'll see videos in their transcripts that communicate items that were emphasized in our summer steering committee meetings, many of which were conversations initiated at the Color Guard Advisory Board meeting. Most items this year are items that any good instructor is already covering. There are no large philosophical shifts, but there are things spelled out in the new points of comparison on the sheets, like craftsmanship. Some new items were added, like completion of skills and safety, and both of these items were discussed at the advisory board during roundtable conversations with steering committee instructors, and then put into the sheets through further conversations by the steering committee themselves, including the judge advisors to the steering committee. All of these are things that successful color guards already have in place. Adjusting the bullets on the sheets is meant to simply codify these aspects into the culture for newer instructors. The only new change that may have been unexpected is that risk is now included on the Scholastic World Sheet. The video on world-class risk and compatibility explains this pretty well. You'll also see some judge internal tools. My favorite are the judge reflections on items that were sent to them through myself and the judge administrative team. There's also a file of judge internal documents talking about the application of some of the items from the steering committee, as well as strategies towards managing some common judge challenges. You'll also see weekly notes from the caption managers that are sent to the panels before each regional weekend. These are added each week, so make sure you check back often. Most importantly, you'll find the 2025 adjudication manual and sheets. My predecessor, Shirley Whitcomb, would always say, if you want to win, you got to know the rules. Our biggest challenge has been the disconnect of information to instructors. This started when WGI went paperless and instructors lost knowledge and ultimately curiosity concerning the sheets and the judging philosophy. The manual explains each caption's lens. At the end of each caption's description, you'll find items that are new to the 2025 season. Our hopes are that information gets back in the hands of those who need it and that younger instructors start producing more meaningful work that includes the understanding that it takes to create success and further the evolution of our activity. All files are downloadable and meant to share. If you have someone that would be helped by any of this information, WGI or not, please share the links. Getting this information into more hands is ultimately the goal. The sheets in the manual, both available in November, have been a mystery to most since our move towards paperless culture. Spread the word, spread the knowledge, and share in our activity's collective success. It is time for a color guard cultural renaissance, and we are looking towards the youngest of us to propel us towards that realization. Get to work, everybody, and be brilliant.